thank you so much for joining in on our Keiro no Hi Festival. I hope you enjoyed today's program.
Welcome, we're so glad you're here.
Hello and thank you so much for joining our virtual Keiro no Hi Festival.
Welcome to the virtual 2020 Keiro no Hi Festival.
皆様こんにちは。2020年敬老の日フェスティバルにようこそ。敬老が主催するこのフェスティバルはコミュニティのシニアの皆様をお祝いするイベントです。今年はオンラインでの開催になりましたが、きっとたくさんの方にご覧いただいていると思います。どうぞ最後までごゆっくりとお付き合いください。
Welcome to Keiro's 2020 Keiro no Hi Festival, presented virtually this year. Thank you for joining us on this amazing day as we celebrate older adults in our community.
私は今年も司会を務めさせていただきます。塩谷房子です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。My name is Fusako Shiotani and
木村秀夫です。My name is Hideo Kimura and we'll be your MCs today.
どうぞよろしくお願いします。日本ではおなじみの祝日敬老の日は社会に貢献された人生の先輩方へ感謝の心を届け、そして長寿をお祝いする日です。今年で3年目を迎えるこのイベントですが、過去2年間は毎年1000人以上の皆さんをリトル東京にお迎えし、無料のお弁当やエンターテインメントをご用意して皆様に楽しんでいただきました。
Keiro no Hi translates to respect for the aged day and is a publicly celebrated holiday in Japan. Keiro no Hi is the day to honor older adults, express appreciation and gratitude for their contribution to society, and to celebrate their longevity and vitality. For the past 2 years, the Keiro no Hi has made great strides, welcoming over 1,000 attendees to Little Tokyo to partake in a hosted bento lunch, entertainment, activities, and number of vendors. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 this year, Keiro has shifted its program to accommodate these uncertain times.
このフェスティバルの実現を支援してくださったコミュニティパートナーと、そしてスポンサーの皆様に心からお礼を申し上げます。この場を借りてスポンサーの皆様をご紹介したいと思います。ライブ配信のスポンサー、土井崎ギャラリー、お弁当スポンサー、川口木原メモリアルファウンデーション、おめでとうスポンサー、林宮本&ケビン・クローカー、そして敬老の日スポンサーは福井葬儀社とジーン&ビッキー金森、フコイ団海の雫、以上の皆様です。ありがとうございました。
We are so appreciative of our community partners and sponsors who make this program possible. We want to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsors that makes today possible. The Doizaki family, our live stream sponsor, the Kawaguchi Kihara Memorial Foundation, our bento sponsor, Lin Miyamoto and Kevin Croker, our Omedeto sponsor, and Fukui Mortuary, Jean and Vicky Kanamori, and Fukoidan Umi no Shizuku, our Keiro no Hi sponsors.
さらに本日はライブ配信終了後から24時間以内にアンケートにお答えいただいた方の中から抽選で$50のターゲットのギフトカードを差し上げます。さらにライブ配信中にお弁当の写真やライブ配信を見ているご自分の写真をcontact@keiro.org にお送りいただきますと当たるチャンスが2倍になります。ぜひご参加ください。
In addition, If you can answer our survey between the end of the live stream until 24 hours after the event, you can enter yourself for an opportunity drawing for a $50 Target gift card. The link to the survey can be found in the description section of the YouTube. You can also double your chance by sending to contact@keiro.org a photo of you enjoying your bento or watching the live stream before the end of this. Please consider participating.
今日も素晴らしいアクティビティとエンターテインメントをご用意しています。まずはじめに敬老の代表であり CEO を務めるジーン金森よりご挨拶させていただきます。
Here are a few words from Keiro's President and CEO, Gene Kanamori.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to our third annual Keiro no Hi Festival. Although we had to modify today's festival format in light of COVID-19, the spirit of celebrating older adults remains the same and continues to resonate in our program. Today, we gather from the safety of our own homes to honor and commemorate the older adults in our lives. We celebrate the wisdom and experiences our older generations pass on to us, and today, we thank you by celebrating together. All of our lives have been changed these last few months as a result of this pandemic, and all of us are continually having to adapt to this new norm. I've said it before, but these unprecedented times that none of us were prepared for. However, I can assure you that Keiro is here to support the changing needs of our adults every step of the way. We are here through our virtual programming, events, Iyashi Care, Asian resources, community partnerships, with the hopes of improving the quality of life for our older adults in our community. And Keiro's program delivery will continue to evolve as we have done over the last 60 years to fulfill our mission. But today, we're here to celebrate. We have an exciting program planned for you today, so sit back, enjoy your bento lunch, and participate in today's interactive program. I want to thank everyone that made today's event possible. Thank you to our sponsors, volunteers, community partners, performers, and all of you at home who have helped make today's live stream accessible to the older adults in your lives. It takes a community to care for older adults, and I'm grateful for your dedication and partnership. Thank you and enjoy today's program. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first guest speaker, the Consul General of Japan in Los Angeles, the Honorable Akira Muto.
Hello to everyone tuning into this special program. I'm pleased to greet you all as we commemorate Keiro no Hi. I would like to thank Keiro for organizing this virtual event in light of the continuing challenges we face with COVID-19. It has been inspiring to see the Japanese American community organize efforts to aid those most in need during these difficult times. And I would like to thank Keiro for organizing the initiative Little Tokyo AIDS in collaboration with LDSC and LDCC to care for our seniors. The original roots of Keiro no Hi go back to 1947 when Nomadani Village, present-day Takacho, in Hyogo Prefecture declared September the 15th Toshiori no Hi. Later, the special commemoration spread throughout Japan, and Keiro no Hi was officially recognized as a national holiday in 1966 and has been celebrated every year since then, currently on the third Monday of September. I very well understand the decisions made this year to cancel the usual in-person Keiro no Hi celebrations organized by various community groups in Southern California due to COVID-19. This virus has taught us the preciousness of life, the need to protect those most vulnerable. I hope our present new realities will make the celebrations of Keiro no Hi even more special this year. Even though our gatherings may be virtual, we will pay our respects from afar and united in spirit. I would like to extend my gratitude for all of the sacrifices and contributions made by Japanese American elders who labored to establish the foundation of the Reverend community we have been blessed with today. I wish good health, safety, and happiness to all of our seniors, especially those celebrating special milestone this year, particularly our centenarians. Thank you.
武藤総領事、素敵なお言葉と敬老の日にまつわるお話をありがとうございました。敬老の日が1947年に兵庫県で誕生したいきさつがよくわかりました。
Thank you, Consul General Muto, for your moving words and presentation on Keiro no Hi. I learned a lot about the history of the holiday and how it dates back to 1947 from Hyogo Prefecture.
それでは今日のエンターテインメントのトップバッターをご紹介しましょう。ウクレレ4リトル東京の皆さんです。
Now I would like to introduce our first entertainment group of the day, JACCC's Ukuleles for Little Tokyo.
ウクレレ4リトル東京は日系人と日本人の65歳以上の方々を対象にした20週間の無料のウクレレコースで日米文化会館で行われています。参加者は講習を受けながらカニカピラジャムセッションにも参加でき、さらにコースを終了した方にはウクレレが贈呈されるという嬉しいプログラムです。こちらはウクレレクリエーションズ U スペースリトル東京サービスセンターが支援しています。
Ukuleles for Little Tokyo is a 20-week program serving Japanese and Japanese American older adults aged 65 plus at the Japanese American Culture and Community Center. The free program provides instructional classes, kanikapila jam sessions, and the opportunity to keep an ukulele upon completing the program. This program is supported by Ukulele Creations, U-Space, and LTSC. Without further ado, here is Ukuleles for Little Tokyo.
When I was first approached to help teach ukulele in the Ukes for Little Tokyo program, I said, okay, well, we'll have some fun. We'll learn how to play the ukulele and play a few songs. But actually, this has become more than that. I found that if you're using the uke as a vehicle to help with social isolation, there were some students that saw each other at Little Tokyo Towers. They would see each other at the dining room, but that was about it. They'd say hi. But once they joined the Ukes for Little Tokyo, there became a sense of community, and I think really has helped with staving off any social isolation between those people. There's also some physical and mental advantages of playing the ukulele. It's helped me, and I'm sure others, to kind of stave off any type of arthritis because you keep your fingers nimble. And then just the singing, I think there's a sense of joy of singing with others, and there's a joy in terms of performing with others as well. The other thing was that I think it's really an honor and a privilege to be a part of this program, and hopefully that we can keep this going after the code issues have gone away.
皆さんこんにちは。 JACCC ウクレレ4リトル東京の池井チェスターです。このウクレレ教室は30人ほどのシニアメンバーが週に一度集まって懐かしい日本の唱歌を中心にウクレレを弾きながら歌を楽しんでいます。日本語の歌がほとんどですが、日本語を話さない日系3世の方や 日本の歌に興味のある日本人以外の方も参加して歌を楽しんでいます。この教室を始めてからもう3年が経ちました。シニアの皆さんはウクレレの演奏で日本の歌を一緒に歌うだけでなく、その歌にまつわる子供の頃や若い頃の出来事を思い出したり、当時のことをみんなで話したりして交流を深めています。懐かしい歌を歌ったり聴いたりすることは、私たち高齢者が元気を取り戻す助けになります。また年に何度かコミュニティの催し物や引退者ホームで演奏を披露する機会もあります。このようにしてやもすると家にこもり、社会から孤立しがちな私たちは新しい仲間を作ることができます。そして精神的にも身体的にも健康を維持し改善することに役立っています。今はコロナウイルス流行のために教室をお休みしていますが、近い将来またウクレレ教室で会えることを楽しみに、メールや電話で連絡を取りながら練習を続け、交流も続けています。いつの日にか帰らん山は青きふるさと、水は清きふるさと。
Wow, nice songs. And thank you, Chester and Ukuleles for Little Tokyo.
チェスターさん、ウクレレフォー東京の皆さん、ありがとうございました。
Now we'd like to present a short video of the Quality of Life Fine Art Showcase. For the past 3 months, members of the community were asked to send in pictures of their artwork that express what quality of life meant to them. Please enjoy this next segment.
続きまして、質の高い生活、クオリティオブライフをテーマにした芸術作品を紹介する短い動画をご覧いただきます。この3ヶ月間、コミュニティの皆様にご自分の生活を豊かにするものを作品にしていただき、その写真を募集しました。
To me, quality of life, first of all, you need your health. And you need a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul. And when working on a ukulele, for example, it takes a lot of thinking. When I was a little younger, 5 years ago, I could do it almost automatically. But now, every step I gotta think. And not only think of how I'm gonna do it, but I gotta really concentrate when I'm working on the machine. Some of them are pretty powerful. It can cut off your finger in a second. When you make one and you finish, it gives you a very good feeling of accomplishment. And then when you give it to the recipient, you see how happy the recipient is. And that makes me feel good, because my real object of my life is to make people happy. And when they're happy, I'm happy. So yeah, I think making ukuleles help me help my quality of my life.
whispers or a shout. Gunpowder if it's true. Smoke before the fire. No one else can slay the dragon sleeping inside of you.
Hi, I'm NJ Nakamura. Being retired is wonderful. Now I have more time to enjoy one of my favorite hobbies, and that's trout fishing. It is so peaceful and relaxing to just sit by the water. Plus, there's the feeling of success by winning the jackpot. Yes, I've improved the quality of my life by taking time to relax and go fishing.
素敵でしたね。私たちのコミュニティにいる才能豊かな皆さんがこんなにたくさんの傑作を送ってくださいました。皆さんありがとうございました。
So many great pieces of art from the talented member of our community. Thank you everyone who participated.
次に本日2人目のゲストスピーカーをご紹介します。マーク中川牧師です。中川牧師はロサンゼルス生まれで、現在は合同メソジスト協会カリフォルニアパシフィックカンファレンスのウエストディストリクトスーパーインテンダントとして南カリフォルニア全域にある80教区を監督されています。
Now we'd like to introduce our second guest speaker for today. Reverend Mark M. Nakagawa. Reverend Mark is a Los Angeles native who was born and raised in the Crenshaw area. Currently, Reverend Mark is the West District Superintendent of the California Pacific Conference, the United Methodist Church, as he oversees 80 congregations throughout Southern California.
Hi, I'm Reverend Mark Nakagawa, and it is my joy and privilege to be able to speak to you today on this third anniversary of Keiro no Hi. As one who has spent his life in the Japanese American community, I have always been aware of the importance of Keiro, the services that it has provided to our elderly senior citizens. Now, I also have a more personal interest in Keiro these days. Earlier this year, I became a card-carrying member of the Medicare set. And so nowadays, I am more acutely tuned in to the needs of seniors and to the role of Keiro and other organizations like it. Also, with the shifting generations within our Japanese American community, we are now at the point to where the term senior citizens and elderly is speaking to sanseis like me. I am thankful for their continued presence in our Japanese American communities. And again, I celebrate with all of you. Thank you to Keiro, thank you to their staff, and congratulations on this third annual Keiro no Hi celebration.
マーク牧師、励ましと温かい祝辞をありがとうございました。では代わってご自宅から参加いただけるアクティビティをご紹介したいと思います。どうぞ皆様、コロナウイルス感染予防対策をしっかりとなさった上でご参加ください。
Thank you, Reverend Mark, for the celebratory message and well wishes. Now we'd like to introduce our first at-home activity for today. Please keep in mind that these are optional. and should be conducted responsibility keeping COVID-19 precaution in mind. Today's first activity is tea time. Many cultures around the world celebrate tea as a part of their cultures. In Japan, sado, or tea ceremony, provides a special cultural tradition that has been practiced for many generations. Today, we have Rose and Lindsey leading our tea time activity. Rose Yoshiyama is a student of the Omote Tea School and is long-time practitioner. Tea is a big component of Rose's life and sharing that life fulfillment with her granddaughter, Lindsey, can be captured in this next section.
今日最初のアクティビティはお茶の時間です。世界中にお茶の文化は存在しますが、日本には茶道という何世代にもわたって受け継がれている素晴らしい伝統文化があります。今日はローズさんとリンジーさんにお手前をご披露いただきます。ローズ吉山さんは表千家の門下生です。茶道はローズさんにとって人生を充実させてくれる大切な活動だそうです。孫のリンジーさんと一緒にご披露くださいます。
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the 2020 virtual Keiro no Hi live stream. We now invite you to boil some water, steep some tea, and join us for this at-home activity.
My mother said that when we get older and our children are grown up, what are you going to do? She says you have to keep busy and keep your mind going, and so you don't get dementia. So I was in my 50s when I started. My mother was a teacher, and besides me, my two sisters and my sister-in-law, we all got involved with the tea ceremony. I had some students telling me that it's therapy for them. They forget about everything and they could relax and enjoy looking at the different utensils and tasting the different teas. It's medicinal, and it keeps you young.
Maybe I should drink more.
Mm-hmm. Because my mother lived almost to 105, 3 months shy. And I think it's due to the tea. And her teacher lived to 106. A lot of the teachers have longevity.
She's telling us that we're gonna die.
I don't know about me, but well, you're supposed to go like this and then turn it. Cheers. American style. You're supposed to clink.
Sorry.
Respect.
Sorry.
We demonstrated tea ceremony at the local Torrance Library and YMCA, and we do it every other year at the Nisei Week. So we're trying to expose the tea ceremony to the community. Oh, I taught you katakana too. Remember when you were small?
That was rough. Being a fifth generation and like not growing up in Torrance, it's kind of difficult to be Japanese American because it's either you're not Japanese enough or you're like not American enough, depending on the context of where you are. But I really got into working with the Japanese American community early on in high school when I started working with JCI and then now Kizuna. So I'm really grateful for what you taught me, and I think it's really important because like that's made my identity and helping navigate the world as a Japanese American, because I've learned a lot about who I am and that has influenced my involvement with the community.
Yes, I'm very happy that she's helping out the Japanese community.
Well, I think because I'm really into more like modern teas, so more milk teas or even fruit teas from like more mainstream stores. And then I know that my grandma really enjoys tea. I was able to kind of find that connection where we can both enjoy tea together. Like I could just walk down the street to the boba shop and then come back and we can drink our respective teas together. And she can teach me about hers and then I can teach her about mine.
Well, we could relax and talk about anything and then enjoy each other's company.
Tea really brings us together, and it doesn't necessarily have to be tea. It could be any activity that people find in common. I mean, we cook together, we garden together, I'm onku to her a lot. She listens.
I'm her therapist.
Yeah. I just think having a conversation is really important, especially during this time.
ローズさん、リンジーさん、素晴らしいお手前でした。ありがとうございました。さて変わりましては、私たちのコミュニティの人生の先輩方をお祝いする時間となりました。今年60歳、77歳、88歳、99歳、100歳、そして101歳以上の方が対象です。私たちはコミュニティの皆さんに節目の年を迎えられるご家族の方々へお祝いメッセージを動画で投稿してくださるよう呼びかけました。
Thank you, Rose and Lindsey, for the fun activity. We have reached a point in our program where we would like to recognize and celebrate the older adults in our community who are celebrating a milestone birthday this year. Those include 60, 77, 88, 99, 100, and 100 plus. We have asked the community to submit videos wishing their loved ones a happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Bon anniversaire!
Yom Holedet Sameach! Feliz cumpleaños!
Julie, 生日快乐!
С днем рождения вам!
Maligayang kaarawan! Frohen Geburtstag!
お誕生日おめでとうございます
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
I am 102 years old. Hi.
Happy birthday, Yosho-san.
Happy 102nd birthday.
お誕生日おめでとうございます。
Happy birthday, Yosho-san.
And I want to wish you a most wonderful and happy birthday.
This is June Osho-san. Happy birthday.
Super happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Osho-san.
Happy birthday and many, many, many more.
Happy birthday, Osho-san. Love, Natalie.
Happy birthday, 102 years young.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Osho-san.
Happy birthday.
Thank you to everyone who submitted a happy birthday videos. How cool was it to see everyone's birthday wishes? Now we'd like to introduce our third guest speaker, Bishop Marvin Harada, who has a few words for our viewers out there. Bishop Harada served at the Orange County Buddhist Church as a minister for 33 years. In April, he became the Bishop of the Buddhist Church of America.
誕生日のお祝いビデオを送ってくださった皆様、ありがとうございました。私たちも楽しませていただきました。さて、それでは3人目のゲストスピーカーをご紹介します。開教師の原田マービン先生です。原田先生はオレンジ軍仏教会の代表を33年間務められ、4月に米国仏教団の総長に就任されました。
Well, I'm Reverend Marvin Harada. Presently, I am the Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America. I served here at the Orange County Buddhist Church as a minister for 33 years. I'd like to, first of all, extend a warm greetings to all of you on your Keiro no Hi virtual event. I'd like to commend the Keiro organization for all that they do for our seniors. We've held numerous programs here at the Orange County Buddhist Church over the years, workshops and conferences. Our Orange County Buddhist Church also has a Tomodachi Bento program that has received a Keiro grant to allow us to deliver meals to our seniors twice a month. And so we are very grateful for that. First of all, the seniors really appreciate receiving a Japanese bento delivered to their home, but even more than that, the volunteers go and visit with the person that they're taking the food to. So it's not just drop it off at the door. That senior gets connected, and they really enjoy the visit from the volunteer. So they're assigned a particular senior. They take the bento to the same person every time, and so there's a connection that's created there. My own wife is one of the volunteers, and she really enjoys visiting one of our elderly members who's like 97, 98 years of age. And so it's very fulfilling for the volunteers as well.
Thank you, Bishop Harada, for the wonderful speech. It's so nice to hear the different leaders of our communities and their wishes for the older adults. Now we'd like to introduce the Grateful Crane Ensemble to share with us a familiar tune. The Grateful Crane Ensemble is a non-profit theater group founded in 2001 and provides live musical entertainment for a wide variety of community events. The group pays tribute to the unique hardship and inspiring contributions of Japanese Americans in our country's history and continues the traditions of our Japanese ancestry through educational and entertaining works of music and theater to the Nikkei and broader communities.
原田先生、素晴らしいお話をありがとうございました。今日は私たちのコミュニティのリーダーたちから私たちの人生の先輩へ素晴らしいお言葉を送っていただいていますが、それを私たちも聞くことができて嬉しいですね。続きましてグレートフルクレーンアンサンブルの登場です。今日は皆さんもよくご存知のあの曲を歌っていただきます。グレートフルクレーンアンサンブルは2001年に創立された非営利のパフォーマンスグループです。グレートフルクレーンアンサンブルはコミュニティで幅広く音楽活動を行っており、日系アメリカ人が経験してきたさまざまな苦労、貢献に対して敬意を表するとともに、楽しい音楽や演劇を通じて日本の伝統を日系コミュニティにとどまらず、多くのアメリカ社会に届けています。
And look to
Thank you, Grateful Clay Ensemble, for sharing with all of us. This is home for us. Hey, Fusako, aren't you also a member of Grateful Clay Ensemble?
そうなんです。Yes, I am. グレートフルクレーンの活動を通して日系のシニアの皆さんに歌や演劇などで喜んでいただけることが本当に楽しくて嬉しいです。I love to sing and perform with such important group that supports our older adults.
Now, we'd like to move on to today's second activity. Hopefully, you can use household items such as newspaper.
はい、本日の2つ目のアクティビティに移りたいと思います。次のアクティビティでは家の中にあるもの、新聞紙などを使います。
We explore the possibilities.
Good afternoon. I hope everyone is enjoying the 2020 Keiro no Hi Festival. My name's Marion Nishimura, and I'm hosting the second home activity. This activity is a do-it-yourself DIY craft that you can do in your own home. These crafts can make cute gifts for others or make with friends, on Zoom of course. So let's get started. So we're going to use one sheet of newspaper, and it can be any type of paper. It could be the Raw Food, the Register, the Times, LA Times. So here's your one sheet. Fold it in half. And then fold it in half again, so it'll be this size. And now, if your paper does not have a center fold, fold it one more time, make a crease. And your folded edge should be at the top. So I'm going to draw a line so you can see the center fold better. Alright, so this top edge, that's the folded edge, you'll bring down, it'll meet the center fold, and you'll see a small triangle. Let me see your folded edge. Okay, and then now on the left you'll do the same thing. Bring that folded edge down, meet the center fold. Okay, good job. Now you're going to take the bottom two pieces of newspaper, two sheets, and fold it up to your triangle. Not past it, but right up against it, like this. Then you're going to take that piece and overlap your large triangle, and you should see like a sailor hat, the top. Okay, good. Yep, that's it. All right, now you're going to flip the newspaper over, and you want your point to be pointed to the left. You're going to bring the bottom sheet of paper up to the center fold and crease. So it should look like this. And you'll do the same on the opposite side. So you'll turn your paper over. The point will be pointing to the right. Bring the bottom paper up and make a nice crease. So now it looks like this. Next step, you're going to fold this bottom sheet up and tuck it into the cuff of your paper. This is the cuff right here. The cuff, you're going to be folding it, rolling it, folding it into the cuff, and I fold the right side in, and then I fold the left side in, pull on it, and it should slip right into that cuff. And then it should look like this. Okay. And now you're going to, okay, I made a dot right here. You don't have to, I'm just making it so you can see where I'm going with this point. This point will touch that dot. And then you'll make a crease. And then with the rest of the paper, you'll make a little chair right here. This is where the cuff is, right here. You make a little chair. See how it's a little chair? Okay, yes, yes. Rod. Okay. Then you're gonna open it up. You're going to take this folded edge, pinch it, and the other side you will also pinch the other end of the folded edge, and then it should just fold right over to meet and make a nice bottom for your pot. And then you'll just adjust it by putting your hands in the middle or in the center and pressing it out and making the sides nice and square. Okay, and there you have your plant pot, newspaper plant pot. Okay, I see everybody has a plant pot. Yeah, good job. After you've made your pot, you can put soil and seeds for the fall in these pots. When the seedling grows about this size, or after it's sprouted, you can plant these directly into the ground. And it'll grow into a nice vegetable, hopefully.
So you don't have to remove the newspaper?
You do not have to remove the newspaper. It's kind of like a peat pot, but you're reusing the newspaper.
Marion and Keiro.
Okay.
Thank you, that was fun. I'm excited to plant. Have a little puppet too.
I hope you enjoyed learning how to make your own DIY newspaper plant pot. Feel free to share this easy craft with others. Thank you for participating, and please enjoy the rest of the 2020 virtual Keiro no Hi Festival. Thank you for watching.
マリオン西村さん、新聞紙を利用して長く使える使いやすい植木鉢の作り方を教えていただきました。ありがとうございました。私もぜひ作ってみたいと思います。
Thank you, Marion Nishimura, for teaching us how to create a sustainable and easy to use plant pot using newspaper. I think I'll make one of these.
さて、今日最後のゲストスピーカーは日系アメリカ人コミュニティにおなじみの方です。敬老の創始者の一人であるジョージ・アラタニさんのご家族、Aratani SakayeさんとAratani Lindaさんです。
Our final guest speaker is no stranger to Keiro and the Japanese American community, Sakaye Aratani and Linda Aratani, family member of George Aratani, one of Keiro's founders, would like to provide a few words to all of our viewers out there.
But it all started with George. He was an orphan in the early 20s of his age. And he always felt like he was always lost without a parent. And he felt that it was so important for the people who had the privilege of a long life to have a place where they could call their home.
I think a lot of it is just the whole idea of family. I think because of everything that they experienced during the war, the thing is just to stay together.
I was in my early 20s. I was in Poston, Arizona, and George was in another camp in Arizona called Gila.
Both of my grandparents were in Poston, Camp 1.
I was in Camp 3.
Oh, you were?
You were in one?
My grandparents.
Oh, your grandparents. Oh.
Block 37, block 22.
Oh, mine was 31815.
Oh, wow.
And I was able to visit his camp. And at that time, we'd be a very closer in friendship. And when I was ready to return to Boston, he proposed to me and asked me if I would marry him.
How does Keiro give that sense of home? It's
a companionship, somebody who cares of their life. Yeah.
And initially it started out with facilities, which my parents and felt it was very important to have someplace for, particularly for the Isseis to go. The Nisseis were busy, and most Isseis were able to stay at home, but if they weren't able to, at least there was someplace they could go to and be cared for. It's care. It's that's what it's all about, is caring and taking care of. And now, I mean, Keiro continues to do that through its many programs, and it's very important because there's no organization that really supports or emphasizes that in our community.
I think it's a wonderful program they have set up for the elderly. Thank you for watching the annual 3rd anniversary of Keiro no Hi. It makes me feel that it is so important to be able to continue to do this for the community.
それでは本日のプログラムの締めくくりとして、敬老理事長の林宮本よりご挨拶させていただきます。
To close out today's program, we'd like to invite Keiro's Board of Directors Chair, Rin Miyamoto, to say a few words.
On behalf of Keiro, I want to personally thank you all so much for joining today's Keiro no Hi program. Whether you picked up lunch from one of our bento locations or you joined us for this live stream, I hope you are able to walk away with some great memory of today's programs. I'd like to once again thank this program sponsors for their support. Next year, Keiro will be celebrating our 60th anniversary. We have an exciting year planned as we look back at the last 6 decades of serving our community's older adults. As we embark on this milestone year, Keiro is also looking toward the future and how we continue to evolve to meet the changing needs of older adults, wherever they call home. I hope you enjoyed today's program, and I hope I can count on you to support Keiro's work to improve the quality of life for thousands of Japanese older adults. Please consider making a gift to Keiro today at keiro.org. Your support helps Keiro provide impactful programs and resources to our aging loved ones. Thank you again for joining us today and for your partnership as we strive to serve older adults and caregivers in the Japanese American and Japanese community.
皆様、今日はご参加いただきましてありがとうございました。このライブ配信の説明箇所のところにアンケート用のリンクがあります。どうぞこのプログラムに関するご感想などをお寄せください。なお、このライブ配信終了後から24時間以内にアンケートにお答えくださった方の中から抽選で$50のターゲットのギフト券を差し上げます。
Thank you all for joining us today. A survey link can be found in the description section of this live stream. Please take a moment to give us your feedback about today's program. If you can answer our survey between the end of the live stream until 24 hours after the event, you can enter yourself for an opportunity drawing for a $50 Target gift card.
Wow!
Wow! 欲しい。
今日は本当に皆様と一緒に楽しい時間を過ごせてありがとうございました。嬉しかったです。
We had a great time also. We hope you enjoyed today's program and we hope to see you at Keiro no Hi Festival 2021.
それでは2021年の敬老の日フェスティバルでお目にかかりましょう。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。またね。